This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's up, gang? What's the deal? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the show. Liquidity. Good old liquidity. What's up, gang? Santos, what's the deal, Daniel? My man DH. Jada Man. Hey, what's up, Jordan? I'm Cam here tonight. Fucking dabbing it up.
Taking a bowl.
To the dome. Benny's elsewhere. All right. Coming up on that first 15 closure of our session. No wick on top, no wick on the bottom. What's the daily looking like on the close? Interesting. We're pretty bullish here. So today closed bearish below this most recent level on the daily. Well, yesterday closed bearish. So today is going to be key. Do we fake out, close back up above to retest the highs? Or are we going to continue down? Got to be careful here today. Today's daily candle will decide what next week open does. Sunday should be fun as well. 4 hour broke the previous 4 hour high. We could correct here. There's some room to do a correction. We've never retested the most recent resistance. I had a level up here, but I guess it retested these levels with this top wick. Interesting. Maybe we get this closure around here. We did close with no top wick on the 15. It'd be interesting if we could form some sort of resistance here. And continue down on the daily. This level. I think we can come down here to this area, possibility, and close back up above, at which point I would like to see some buys to retest some of this. So yeah, if we can We can sort of come down here to these levels. Goes back up above. I would like to see some buys up here. We got a lot of room. Where's the mechanic? We got room. And if we are to come down, I'd want to see something like this. Right, we want a closure below here. Want to see if this level holds or brings us back down in a range. So if we get this, it will be inclined to take some sells to continue down here. Build a range. That we actually have precedent for that. Look at this. Actually, right here. Just do that closure below, get a top wick, and eventually make our way down here. So that would be interesting. But let's see what happens, because this would make sense with the daily coming down for the flip, rebreak of the lows, and continue down to the daily levels. See what happens. Everybody got that? Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what we'll wait for. Yeah, so while you're in here, and we just did a breakdown, we're still waiting for our positions. Please drop a like and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, and if you can, share the stream. What are viewers at? All right, hold on. We need viewers, gang. Cheat code time. Is it working? What are viewers at? We're just gonna cheat it to 200. Good evening. Warsaw, say hello. Hello, Poland. Hello, Warsaw. Catch that long? No. We're fishing. For the longs and for the viewers. I just explained, like, if you go back like 3-4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, I just explained what I want to see for longs. Bamboozled today? Why? That was long before the drop. Yeah. Us too. We had got stepped out early in the session, but we had a solid buy already. Closure above the range somewhere. I don't remember what time we took the position here. Got burnt. Oh, let's get rid of these sell limits and balance, by the way. That gave us about 20 people. All right. Where's my fair value gap, people? Right here. This is it. Can you please check NQ?
How about no?
No, we just trade gold here. Trade gold. We loyal. Loyal to. Any jokes for oh, don't start this bullshit. No siree, Bob. It's only a 15 level. Let's see. 5 minutes for 30. We tap the 15. If we can respect the 15 on the 15, or respect the 30 on the 30, things will start getting interesting. I'd expect the bottom wick on the next hourly. See how over here the 15 respected the 15. Then you go down to the 30 right here. Right here respected the 30. Kind of what we want to see. Time frames falling in line, start telling the same story. Also, what we just spoke about. Remember what we just drew up? Oh, not what we drew up. We wanted to see buys. Right? We'd like some kind of resistance formed here. And then a closure back above the range. Very similar to this movement here. Looking back. See that? So we want that resistance to hold because we want to drive up off of support, and if we get a drive up off support and a closure above, we want to go up. Weekly, pretty indecisive. minutes here. 2 minutes for the closure. And ideally, pull back to a support. Right, this previous resistance here, we want to turn that into a support. Goes back above the current range. Create. Oh, 30 looking like it's above the 30 level. 15 still holding. You gonna chase 5,000? I mean, it just tapped 5,000 pretty much. And on this 15. Strong 30 closure there. It's 540 pips on that candle. Alright, so the 15 respected. 30, however, closed above. Nothing yet. Maybe 9:15. You short? No, I'm not in a position. If I was in a position, you would see it on screen. You got all those pips? You are the pip whisperer. That's funny. That's what Focus told me when he quit. He's like, I found this trading thing. I was like, what is it? He showed it to me. He's like, look, man, I'm the pip whisperer. Because he took a trade in front of me and won, like, on demand. What? How do you do that? You just do this anytime? Me being on the pips today? Yeah, remember that guy? He showed up the other day too. Where it all started. Yeah. Good times, good times. I think Tokyo wants to retest the previous day low, or at least 61 fib. Interesting theory. The golden zone. You want to? I don't know. We're just gonna watch the chart sprint. Yeah, it'd be lovely if we could print a resistance here. Not because I want to take the sell down, but I'd want that closure above. Let the Zoom door. Come on in. Take a nap. Be a nap doctor. Bit of pip doctor. So is your beautiful plan, brother? Sure. No, I literally just said I'm not looking for shorts here because I like a resistance so we could bounce up off of support and re-break the highs. That's what I really want. I drew it up earlier, just to rewind the stream a little bit. God damn it. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I was saying there's no buys here just yet. We did. I can't take we held the 15, but we closed above the 30. So even if the 15 closes bearish here, right, we're going to need that 30 to close back below the 30 level, which means we need the next hourly, this hour to close. It's highly unlikely we see a position here. If this just continues up, we need to see some structure, right? If it continues up, we're going to need to see a retest, right? If it continues up, you're going to have a break. We're going to need a retest, and then we can look at position. Filling up here, filling up. Yeah, find a chair, pull up a chair. Have a seat. Can't find a chair, sit on someone's lap, and just enjoy the show. And yeah, drop a like, sub to the channel, and please share the stream. What's up, Reggie? Mooney the moon pie. What up, what up, what up? Trades in the building. All right, Reggie at the door. What do we have tomorrow here? CPI 8:30. Should be fun. Zoom door. Gotcha. How high are you looking for it to go? I don't have a my target is to correct this move. This move down, I'm looking for a correction of that move. At some point it will correct. But I'm looking to take it to the next logical resistance target. Could probably be a previous support here. Yeah. That's where I want to go, right there. 50-11, right? So if we can pull back, after that, it'll just be runners to the top of the range. But as we're pushing back up, this is the next possible area of interest. $50.11 flat. And you go to come back down? Yeah, because you want to look for buys. This is not a premium area buy. Or not yet. All right, 15 just closed here. Last 15 of this hourly candle. Let's see what the 30 does. Will we pump back down in range? Will we push heavy? Will we retest? What are we going to do? All right, all right, all right. Hungry. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab a plate of food or something. But if you got something to do, you got at least 10, 15 minutes here to get it done. Bathroom, whatever you need. We get it done. There's no positions till the hourly close here, till this 15-minute closes. Right, we're waiting. Waiting on a closure. I'm gonna be doing much on this closure. Guy over here. Look at this guy. I'm gonna go pass out right now. Yo, you want us to call some help? Yeah, we gotta swat Jordan for his own good. You ever trade crypto? No.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
All right, yeah, perfect. Yeah, take us with you in case you pass out. We can just call for help. All right, there's the 1 hour closure, that 15, very indecisive. Did not come back down in range. The 30, closed above. The hourly is a 620 pip candle. I'm bad in crypto. Found out FT might be Satoshi. How should I manage risk? Forget about it for the next 10, 15 years. Don't even think about it. That ain't money you're gonna touch right now. Looks pretty on paper. You don't need to stress about it every day. This 1 hour level it held though. Get rid of these lines here. I'd be getting these levels wrong. Oh. Yeah, there'll be no trades within here. Or within this area. So interesting how the hourly open here. See, this is not an established resistance just yet. This used to be a support, but this didn't hold resistance just yet. I mean, we've reacted here. There's no bearish closures just yet.
Wix, I think you are muted, no?
Wow. Getting sick and tired of this mute button. I just went over a bunch of things. All right. Would you look at those coming back in the range? Not at this point, because by the time that happens, your 4 hours closing, and that's going to take you into a bullish 4 hour, right? If we pull back here, which means I would rather see buys to fill the 4 hour wick up. While I do recognize the daily's bearish, and if we start flipping on the daily, quite a bit of room here till 4,800. But right now, we need higher time frames and smaller time frames to align. I understand. Look at this previous hour, right? Even if we close bearish on a 30, back in range down here, any kind of sell you're taking is just the hourly making a bottom wick, right? You can literally reject off this area or off this area and just rock it straight up. Right? So you want these time frames to start telling the same story. Show that they're flowing into each other, right? 15 flowing into the 30, into the 1, into the 4, and vice versa, then flowing back into the 1, 30, and the 15, where everything starts to make sense. Yeah, you had sells on the break of the low there. You got. Wait for the 30 plus 1 hour close below for a top wick for the 4 hour, then sells in the rebreak. At least that's an idea. Yep. You do have a plan. Now you just got to worry about once that happens, you got to figure out your stops, risk management, right? Where you're going to secure, B, right? Stop loss, partials, where do you go break even, where do you cut the trade off, you need closures, what if it ranges and doesn't push, what kind of closures are you looking for in order to stay in the trade or to get out of the trade. Gotta be planned out. That's a trade plan. Not, I'm gonna trade fucking gold and GJ. New York session, Asian session. 1 trade a day. Or 3 trades a day max, and if I take 2 losses, I quit. That's not a plan. That's just some shit That's supposed to be part of your character, your characteristic. But a plan is what I just explained a little bit earlier. We want volume, right? We want closures outside the range and volume. We want it to be recognizable. But for closure outside the range, what do we need? Anybody know? I know what we need. Repeat. Damn, you guys don't listen. I said we need volume, right? We need an indication of volume. For that, we need a closure outside the range, right? So to get a closure outside the range, what do we need first? Volume. More waiting. Volume. Right. No! Wrong. We need a fucking range first. In order to get a closure outside the range, the first thing we need is a range. So far, the market is just fucking, you know, it is ripping up. We needed to create some structure. We need a range. Once we have a range, we can look for that closure outside the range. This is good, you know, this is retested that 15 level. Not necessarily the 30, but it did retest the 15. Man, I would love for this to come down, test the 30. We'll see. We technically have a mini range. We do. But remember, I would like for this to come down. Because this isn't a range. Like, this is just the market continuing to push. It's just slowing down a little bit, right? The 30 is just going to continue up here and, like, right? It hasn't created anything for us. Like, if it's a range on a 5, it's not enough. We got to create a range on a 15 and a 30, right? Something. You in the files with? Bro, I'm streaming from the island right now. We should somebody knew it wrong. I'm not saying that word on here. Oh yeah, it's a well-oiled Diddy party in here. I'm not trying to get SB'd by YT by saying that E word. In Florida, right near the beach, boy. You used to live on Marco Island. You heard of it? What'd you do on Marco Island? Security? Janitor? Oh, it's pretty. Wait, where is that? Is that by St. Pete's? No, that's before St. Pete's. That's Naples, no? Isn't that by Naples? I think I've been there. Construction pool school. I was close. Yeah. Asians overbought. We need a correction. Yeah. In basic terms, yeah. Wi-Fi shit, but drop them up with likes. I agree with you, bro. I concur. It's been a little dull in here, but like, nothing's happened. Friday the 13th, don't get cooked. I didn't even know. For all $1 million homes, Shania Twain used to have a house on Marco, Tom Cruise, mother Alan Jackson. Give a try volume profile? No. There's a bunch of people here that use it. I don't. Just don't.
Yeah, I feel like you have a bunch of celebrities on any island in Florida. Friday the 13th. You and your girl arguing, but she keeps understanding. Or that's funny. Boy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Marcus? What are you gonna do? No, I don't trade every session, Josh. I just trade New York and Asia. I try to sleep there in London. Try. Retest the supply, then break back green. Long. No, you mean retest the demand and break above supply for a green long. Never been here before, just thought I'd pop in, and I see you on Insta all the time. W. Got one. Drop a like, sub to the channel. I'm gonna sit up. Josh is here. Gang, come on. We gotta make a good impression. So, as I was saying, according to my calculations, come on, guys, jump in here, like you're listening. That's heavy, bro. That's heavy. Reggie, we getting a Lekendo. What you gonna do? Ooh. Even in here? I'm talking to myself. I think he's in here. Yeah, he's in. Great talk, bro. All right, we are pushing up. Let's see, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 49.30. Close 49.65. Nice.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I was just away from my lap. I'm here though.
I got you. Yeah, I was just messing. I was hoping you wouldn't answer. Thought I could do the joke. But
Okay.
yeah, no, you did perfect. That was perfect. Appreciate the delay. Oh, like say you, not futures works. All right, yeah.
Only thing I don't like about this 30 lay is in the middle of nowhere. I don't like that.
I mean, it just, we haven't established the resistance yet, but it's like, that's the previous support that we dropped through. There's a lot of room to correct here. Yeah, what are you taking that top wick off of? I feel you. Damn. You guys thought this stream was dragging? Try watching Olympic curling right now. like tryouts for visiting angels. Visiting angels, American Coast. Glad you joined. Yes, Asia always pumping gold. Not always. Look at this ugly ass close on a 30. That's ass and feet on the 30 right there. 15. I'm about to call it a session. There ain't gonna be no position for the next half hour. 30. Probably we might get back-to-back leg candles. At which point we can probably look for a buy. That'll be interesting. This looks like a good area to get back-to-back leg candle. Come on. Back to back like Michael. Let's go. Back to back to back. Yeah, hit him with a 3P. You know it's coming, gang.
Stop it. Get some help.
Thank you. 50-40 as a resistance, then drop down. At 50-40 or 50-40-ish. Oh, okay. You guys gotta make that clear. You looking for sells or buys, Wicks? I was looking for a resistance to form here and to form a range. Bounce off support, because this is a 30 level here. So I wanted a closure back down, right? A pullback to this area. Create a range between 5,000 and 49.85, and then a closure back up above. So we could have looked like this. This is what I wanted. Right? I drew it up earlier. This is what I wanted. There's a lot of room here, a lot of clean range to correct. So if we could have been driving off a support, right? Closure above resistance, create structure here instead of just, pulling up here. It's just, if we could have created some structure, this would have been easier. But right now, no bueno. And we don't have to buy off a support. We could have bought with a closure above the range, understanding that we are pushing from support and we have volume. How do you know we have volume? We're also closing above the most recent resistance, right? Closure outside the range is an indication of volume. But what do you need first? You need a fucking range. We just learned. Once we have a range, we can look for a closure above it. And then you don't always need to buy off support, because that closure above the range is a resistance. It's you betting on the fact that this resistance will now turn into a support. Yeah, no top wig. It's terrible. Like candle. I mean, this is kind of expected. You just don't know where this top wig will go. This might take a while for it here. It's the fake out sellers for sure. I mean, look, I'm down to sell. Maybe the 4 hour needs a pullback, but there's 25 minutes for the 4 hour. It looks like it's going to close bullish, so I'd still prefer buys on the next 4 hour. But I'm keeping in mind, remember we said the daily's bearish. Look at that daily close bearish below the range. So yeah, today is make it or break it, hold it or fold it, whatever you want to call it. We either close back up above the range to retest highs, or we hold the most recent resistance and we continue down here. We flip bearish on this candle. This is just a top wick forming on the daily to continue us down to the next support at 4,800. Capiche? Waiting for the next 4 hour, nothing else to look at right now. I'm I'm kind of in the same boat with you, but if that's the case, I'm about to just run, and we can take this into the signal channel, or we can take this into the Discord. Or should I do it like yesterday and leave it open for the 4 hour? But yeah, but then half the people dip, right? Like it was like 300 some people in there. When I showed up, it was like 150. He said, "What you mean? I just got here." Yeah. I've had errands to run this time over the last 2 weeks. You can't leave me. Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go? Oh, God. You got enough money? Send someone for your errands. No, these are like... These are, what are you doing? These are sentimental responsibilities. So can you place a buy stop on top wick of the red? I mean, can it be done? Yes. Will I do it? No. Can't advise you on what to do, man. There's no financial advice here. But I did. Overall view of gold, bullish with a hint of bear. The nice eyes. For some reason, men notice that more than women. It's weird. I ain't about to walk over to a man and tell him he has nice eyes, but it's me all the time. Where's Don? Canada. You identify as financial advice? He identifies as a dolphin. I identify as an answering machine. Leave a message. I could retire off that. Okay, what am I doing? Am I leaving the stream running? I'm gonna see this 4 hour close though. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? Isn't anyone else here? Where's everybody? Where's Kenny? Everybody. Kenny's not even in here. He's not even gonna be able to get in once I leave.
I'm here.
Oh, Dr. Holmes in there. And wait, Nate in here. Options, Santos, Reggie. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna leave this run and I'll be back. 20 minutes. BRB. Well. Yep. See you in 20. Guess who's back? Back again. Man, what did I say? Half the viewers. Last time the same thing. I dipped and I came back. It was like 150 from 300. Looks always cosplaying John Cena. What's that mean? My eyes hurt. I need some glasses, gang. I stare at the screen too much. Like, my eye is starting to twitch. My left eye, it's like... Wix will be back shortly? Damn. I gotta wait for this asshole to come back. I never liked him anyway. I don't see, like... just don't see that there was anything to take here. The 4 hours made a bottom wick. But man, this 4 hour can make a steep ass bottom wick if it wants to. It's not really driving up off of support. Small ass bottom wick. Game up 180 pips. That's not what she said. She said, I like big wicks and I cannot lie. Hey, maybe we get a celery play here. Just can't take nothing yet, right? We're back below this level and we're getting a top wick. We might right back down. Man, I got a headache. Yellow tinted glasses? Like, you don't understand. I'm getting like a migraine, like right here. Living in its own airspace and shit. Can we get a bottom wick entry on this 4 hour, or will it just flip and run without us? Four hours is a long candle, right? I'd imagine we flip, but I don't imagine we drive right now. There's really no wick to fill, no immediate range. So the fact that we're not flipping is good because we want to be in a flip and drive, but what we need first is to come back down and to a support area. Right, we need to tap a demand zone. Are you trading the NASDAQ? Well, you give me no choice, but...
How about no?
You walked right into that one. Blue light blockers is the best. Yeah, I just need some blockers. Yeah,
this, it doesn't look like anything's going on. We could sit here and kick it, but you know, I mean, this could change fairly quickly. This could print something worthwhile. But right now, we need closure above there. For buys, for sells, I'm not a big fan of sells here. We would need to come up here, flip on the 4 hour and the hourly maybe at this point, right? If we are able to get this bullish flip, top wick, and then come back down in range, I might be open to sells, right? But at this point, even if we come back down below here, at this point, I'd imagine we get a fake out based on the higher time frame, right? The 4 hour being so bullish, this would be perfect. It would just create a lot of losers here, right? People that want to get in here on the sells, and they're gonna end up being liquidity for the buyers as this fakes back out, right? And now you have a 4 hour that's it's doing this, right? Coming back up. That's what the 4 hour starting to look like. So I would not look for sells here, but I would look for a fake out to come back up and look for buys. You'd want either a closure at support that confirms that you're going to come up here, and it might be short-lived because you might get up to these wicks right here, right? That'd be your advantage point right there, that little area. And then you might break back down to create a steeper 4 hour bottom wick, because the 4 hour is a heavy candle, right? You got a lot of room to retrace here on a small time frame. So that's a possibility. Be aware that you got to be managing risk here, heavy. But at this point, once you're breaking highs here, just let it push away from your area. From here, maybe you get a bottom wick entry here, depending on how this plays out. But yeah, there's a few ways to play this. Ideally, you get in somewhere on the bottom wick of the 4 hour, so as it starts riding up, you can have some runners. Bro, I'm here 20 minutes already, but don't have a Lambo yet. Maybe we do something wrong. Maybe. What else we got? That's what I'm waiting for? Yeah. Options, I know. You're waiting for a pullback. Jay, I'm getting really tired. I want to sleep. Oh, you're waiting on the same thing, Jay. Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty much on the same page. We're probably going to end up taking entries at a different point, but we're all on the same page. We're more or less waiting on the same thing. But yeah, maybe this candle has a wick with something like this, at which point, right, there could be a like candle opportunity to come down over here, or there could be a a bottom wick down to here, at which point you could say, all right, if there's no top wick yet, we respected a level somewhere up here on a 30, you can take a bottom wick entry to ride back up. But yeah, for now, gonna need a few more candles. It's getting fucking late. Yeah, chat. You know what? I'm gonna take this into the signal channel. This way I can like more or less go back and forth between my family and the kids and put everyone to bed. They're not sleeping yet. It's school night, 10:40. I'm gonna call it a session here. Thank you guys for whoever stuck around. Drop a like, sub to the channel, please. Please come back. Tomorrow morning we're gonna be running a New York session. It's CPI. I'm showing up probably right around CPI. I'm gonna let the 15 minutes first half hour pass, let the volume settle down, and then we'll trade the after effects of it. Right. Other than that, yeah, as you dip here, please drop like, sub to the channel. What do I want to say? Tomorrow, last stream of the week, and then Sunday takes us into the private agent session for everyone in the signals community, and then into Monday we'll run both.
New York and Asian session the rest of the week. All right. Yeah, if you're in the signal channels, keep your eyes, ears, channels open. We might see entries, we might not, depending on how this 4-hour creates the bottom wick, what it does. Zoom gang, see you guys tomorrow morning. Mods, thanks so much for helping me on the stream as always. Sorry, my lips just kind of went, but you know what I meant. Once again, my brain is thinking faster than I can speak. Again, this migraine, so I'm just kind of like, all right, easier just get away from the screen until something sets up. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books. See you tomorrow morning, gang. Bring your A game and your accounts intact, and show up with full mental capacity, complete mental clarity. Later.